So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's analysis. Today is 24th of February 2023. The current time is 8:59 or 9 a.m. IST, and there's something which I'm looking at, which I wanted to share is so these are nothing but the I just plotted the monthly volume profiles for the Bank Nifty futures on a 30-minute time frame. Okay, and first of all, what should come to your, or what you should catch is come to your eye is we are back in the balance of October. So overall, so these are nothing but monthly profile. October, November. So I'm just looking at the value. December is where we saw the all-time high is getting formed, about 44,000 level, and then we are just now slowly the value is developing lower. Okay. So just to understand from the higher time frame context, in terms of what is going on in the current auction, and my immediate reference, so basically we are in the October's value. Yes, there will be some chop. So the October's value is from 40,500 to assume about 38,300. Yeah, so this is the overall value where a lot of choppiness will be seen, and 39,000 is where the monthly point of control is present. So this can act as a strong support level and see what happens, because if you see earlier the monthly are acting as the level of support and resistance. So these are the levels in terms of resistance, and now this will act as a level of support, or a very fair value in terms of a fair price from the long-term players. Okay, so I'll just bring back the volume profile, and now you should be able to see what's happening in the current auction. So what is happening is we tagged the low. This was the low of 27th of January. We tagged below, and then we found some exhaustion of supply. A lot of sellers were trapped around these zones. This is where I'm seeing the sellers are trapped, and then immediately we shifted higher above. So on the futures chart, it is the closing is around is below 40,000, whereas in spot the closing is above 40,000 level. Yeah, so 40,000 is an important thing to to note, a level to note. This is specifically if we want to invite new players in the market, because continuously we are just seeing selling happening, and this entire, not entire, but this week and last week, we are just having continuous good selling, good supply coming in. So a lot of inventory is created from shorts, and now inventory is also short to too short. So just be careful in shorting, shorting current market. Wait for some. So we got some price stabilization yesterday. So this is the market profile chart, and here if you see the price closed above 40,000. So 40,000 is the level of importance. It tagged the low of 2nd of February. This is the budget day, 1st of February, which has not yet been tagged, but it tagged the low, and then immediately the price moved higher. Okay, and overall structure is pretty weak. We have got some poor highs, a lot of anomalies, a lot of trapped sellers actually in this zone. So below 39,800 is where a lot of sellers are trapped, and that's what you can look from the chart on the right. So if you see, a lot of sellers are trapped below 39,800. So if you see, these are the areas where a lot of selling or shorts are trapped, and also yesterday 13 so below 39,900 in futures is where a lot of supply, or I would say a lot of trapped shorts. Yeah, so this can act as the level of support for today. So plus we all have also got poor highs, and visual area that is just above 4,200. So a lot of cues were able to see yesterday. I was able to spot yesterday in terms of how the auction is developing, and sellers are still they are trying to push the price down, and we have a sort of something like a compression. Okay, so so this is the choppy zone, or you can consider the value of yesterday, and see whether we are seeing continuation to the upwards, or we are just, because there are single prints from the previous day, that is on the Wednesday we have got two single prints, and those are the zones where again supply will try to come in, and they will try to take the price lower. Okay, so that's from the context, from the higher time frame perspective. And if we look at the overall numbers, so 40,000 is the zone where it's the level of equilibrium. So 40,000 currently, if the price opens above 40,000, then this is a zone of equilibrium, and this is the line in sand, and a lot of choppiness around this. So I'm expecting the poor highs to be taken out. There are single print zones here and here, this to be taken out, and the next resistance is around 40,500. So 40,000 to 40,500 is the area which I'll be looking at, and if we see a gap down, then I'll be looking at this spike base, that's the region. And also there are some pullback and pullback references, which I'll be looking at to see if the buyers come in or if the supply get exhausted. Yeah, so today being Friday, I'll be staying a bit light, and see and wait for the A plus setups to form, and then I'll do some just quick scalps. And other thing is, I'll be looking at the IB, so the 1 hour, or the first to 30 minutes, and I'll be looking at the reaction at the IB low and the IB high, and do we see continuation or do we see a rejection? Based on that, I'll be taking some sort of trades. Yeah, so Friday, I'll be testing out IB, but overall I'm seeing good supply, or the shorts are trapped yesterday. There are some good supply seen on the upper end. Yeah, so those are the things which is for my today's trade plan. So the pre-open data is out. The current time is 9:07. Here it is still updating, but I believe in this chart it got updated. So 40,249 is the level, or is the zone, is the zone where the price is opening. So now 40,000 is an important reference level to so first of all, see 40,200 and 40,100, those are the zones, and also the previous day high. So let me redraw it again. So first reference is 40,200. Second reference is the previous day high, and the major support is obviously 40,000. So what you should be looking at is whether 40,000 act as support, and do we get a bounce back, and then then you can take a long trade. And there are single print here. This single print is where the price is opening. So there are two single print zones where again supply will try to come in. So this is the first auction path, and if we don't get a bounce back or a reversal, then look at 40,100, because that's where again the supply will shut off, and then they will try to take the auction higher towards 40,500. Similarly, there are stops which are seen here, and 40,259. So obviously you will be seeing some supply at 40,400. I'm seeing very less supply, some LVNs, but yeah, there are stops here, there are stops here, stops here, so a lot of stops, plus we have a small gap here. Yeah, so a lot of anomalies on the upside. So now the sellers needs to show their cards, and they need to protect their selling positions. So I'll be looking more from the supply, and how the prices are getting developed. Okay, and what is the overall price action, and based on that you can take the trades. Other thing is, let me just look at the so this is for the March series expiry, and okay, so ignore this. So good call in the ITM, less call on OTM. Here more puts on OTM, and okay, so that's fine. So overall, it's pretty balanced. What is the IV? IV 17 and 14. So okay, so more interest in terms of the call from the higher IV, and inventory is majorly created on the put side, so 69, 14 and 9. So this is higher compared to call. So yes, now the sellers are the one who have to protect, and who have to showcase that they are coming in. So we are opening about 250 points up, not a gap up, like gap up from yesterday's close. So inventory is long based on the pre-open data, and also this data is telling me that inventory is also a bit long. Yeah. So yes, some price action trades to look at, and from the order flow we have got some stacked buyers, and also there are some trapped sell buyers on the upper end, and these are the zones where we might see again supply coming in. So an interesting day, and let's wait and see how the auction develops. Yeah, and based on that you can take your trades. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Thank you, and let's catch up on Monday again. Yeah, take care. Bye.